who would be John B.'s brother. I'll tell them very quickly because I have a couple of other things I want to say. But Eamon, this may not be generally known, but well, it is well known that Eamon was a wild card, of course. That's true. But Eamon was brave enough to go to the then Minister for Posts and Telegraphs, Neil Blaney, who didn't take prisoners, as you may know, and who had offended RTE, Radio Éireann as it then was, and Eamon was a recent recruit to Radio Éireann, but there was this event where, I've forgotten the detail of what Blaney had done, but he had really offended everybody in RTE by some heavy-handed blunderbuss, and Eamon was brave enough and foolish enough to go up at a black tie event and tell the minister what he thought of him and what all of Radio Éireann thought of him, and it didn't go down well. And poor Eamon kind of was in trouble and he lost his job. He was kind of fired because of it. We've been talking about 1957, 58 here, and he was then with great pain reinstated, and then he promptly resigned anyway and went his own wonderful way. And Eamon has the distinction with Marilyn Monroe of being the only person who ever stopped me in my tracks at about 2 minutes to 11. I used to do the 11 o'clock program in the 1980s, the mid-morning radio program. And I had about 17 different things to do at 2 minutes to 11. And 2 people stopped me in my tracks. One was Marilyn Monroe, and I didn't know who she was. I knew this was a singer, and tingles were going down my spine, because Marilyn Monroe was a sensational singer. Absolutely, an amazing singer. But Eamon Keane used to do this thought for the day, and it went on at about 5 to 7 and was repeated at 5 to 11. And I remember one morning just being caught by him and just stopping. I had 17 things to do, but I stopped. I listened. Just wanted to pay that tribute to Eamon tonight because I'm in Listowel. And there's one other little point about Eamon that I want to mention to you, that in 1981 he used to come down to he was always at a bus stop on the way to RT at the end of Marlborough Road, and I used to drive in at that time, and I sometimes see him in the morning and I'd pull in and give him a lift. And this was one of the 1981-82 elections, and we began talking about the election, and this is a sort of moment of both the history of words and the history of politics that captures something between somebody of Eamon's outlook and knowledge about the world and mine. And I said, it's interesting, Amy, that Garrett's, this is Garrett Charlie territory. I said, Garrett's ahead of the polls. No, said Amy. Charlie's ahead. And I said, no, every poll, it's all the same, that Garrett's ahead. And you know, I was talking about the opinion polls and he was talking about the telegraph polls. Her Charlie's face was up soonest. And I really, we went on for about 2 or 3 minutes about this, and we're both misunderstanding one another. But I think that that mistake could not happen now. But it happened then. It's just a sort of moment of change in language when ahead on the polls was that the Fianna Fáil faithful were out earlier with the Charlie post. So I just mentioned
we are to be associated with Listowel Writers Week. Now in its 18th year, our Kelly Irish Novel of the Year award continues to grow in stature each year. I would like to take the opportunity to commend our 2 adjudicators, Redan Higgins and Robert McCrum, for selecting this year's shortlist for the award, which included 5 exceptionally talented writers. And congratulations to all those included in the shortlist. And I am now delighted to announce the winner of the Kelly Group Irish Novel of the Year